What lines have you crossed to protect your kid? I always thought the whole overprotective dad thing was kind of a joke, like a sitcom stereotype or something you grow out of after your kid hits middle school. But the second I saw my daughter stumble into our kitchen with blood dripping from her nose and the imprint of a ring on her cheek, it stopped being funny real fast, especially when she whispered, "Dad, I didn't do anything, I swear," like she thought I'd be mad at her and not the jackass who did it. Kyle Burrell, the same Kyle who'd been dating her for 6 months and always acted polite around me, called me sir, held the door open, all that fake charm BS that made me doubt my gut every time I thought I saw something in his eyes. We went straight to the cops, of course, and I could see the moment it all changed, right after the officer asked for Kyle's full name, and I said it out loud. Kyle Burrell, son of Police Chief Greg Burrell. The room shifted. They suddenly weren't so sure about the bruises, started saying things like, could be a misunderstanding, and without a confession or witness, and my daughter sat there trying to keep it together while these grown men told her pain wasn't provable. I kept it cool on the outside, nodded, thanked them, told my daughter we'd handle it, but inside I was already planning. I didn't go after Kyle. I went after Greg. Found out he had a second phone registered to a P.O. box 2 towns over. That phone was full of texts to someone named Trixie, along with some photos that would have made his church group spontaneously combust. But that wasn't enough. I dug deeper, fished through some public records, and found out Greg had quietly settled a harassment case 5 years ago, paid off the woman to disappear. I printed everything. Photos, receipts, screen caps, made 50 hard copies and 50 flash drives, each one labeled with a big red sticker that just said, truth. I mailed them anonymously to every PTA member, church leader, school board official, mayor's office, and every news outlet I could think of. Then I parked across from the police station the day the story hit the local news, and watched Greg Burrell storm out the front doors like a toddler who'd just been told recess was canceled. Kyle was next. Turns out he cracked the minute the heat was off his dad, got drunk at a house party, and started bragging about how untouchable he used to be. One of the kids filmed it, posted it on Snapchat, tagged the police department for fun, and boom, assault charges reopened. I didn't stop there. I knew Kyle had a college interview coming up at his dream school, the kind that only takes 20 students a year, and I just happened to email the admissions office a detailed tip-off with clips of his little speech and links to the news about his dad. He got rejected in under 24 hours. Meanwhile, my daughter, who still didn't know I was behind any of this, started to heal. One night, weeks later, she looked at me and said, "I don't feel scared anymore. Isn't that weird?" And I almost broke down right there. She still thinks karma just did its job, that maybe the world isn't so broken after all. But between you and me, karma needed a little push. I'm not sorry, not even a little. They messed with the wrong girl. And the worst part, the part I'll never tell her, is that the only reason I even knew how to do all this, how to tear a man apart so cleanly, is because I used to be one of them. I used to work with Greg. I was a cop too, before I walked away from the badge, from the system that let monsters keep their power and girls keep their trauma. My daughter doesn't know I used to wear the same uniform as the man who tried to cover this up. She just knows I'm her dad, and that when everything else failed, I didn't.